What does the future, the near future of AMC and the whole situation with the short squeeze look like? Even after, or especially after the report we just got from the SEC and the GameStop, actually, and pretty much disappointing, to say the least. So in this video, guys, I want to cover exactly what I think it's the next step when it comes to the AMC short squeeze. And the straight answer to that is nothing has changed. Why nothing has changed, or why do I believe nothing changed? First of all, because when you look at some of the rationale behind the SEC actually, saying what they said as a discovery, because the whole 44 pages report is pretty much a lecture on how the market works, because they're explaining, going into details around, what the short squeeze is. They're going to details around some specific terms, technical terms, and it seems like it's more of a description of what happened rather than, okay, this is what we investigated, this is the actions we're going to take, and this is why we think something went wrong with it. This is not definitely what the report is saying, hence, our disappointment. But it doesn't change the fact that when you look at the role of the SEC is actually here to assure and to reassure market participants of the integrity of the market. Given what happened in 2020, given where the actual state of the economy is currently at, given where the whole situation happening, whatever is happening in China, whatever is happening in Europe, and the whole state of inflation, all right, put a lot of investors on hedge. Even though things are smoothing a little bit now, I still think the role of the SEC is to make sure they secure and to keep attracting market makers, investors, and money, especially money coming from afar, international money flowing into the markets. This is actually what, Jeff Forbes' opinion based on a video he posted today. And I totally agree with him on this. Definitely, because it wouldn't make sense for the SEC to actually tell the whole, market, especially people outside of the US, that, hey, look, it's not safe for you to actually put your money into our stocks. It's not safe for you to have your money invested into our market, because you may be caught up in this whole situation, especially with what the market structure look like. Who will be safe? Who will be, investing safely into a market where they see some issues with naked shorting, with, short selling, getting some illegal practices going on, because you're exposing your capital, you're exposing your money to actually get less valued, because you are invested in a company where can be, caught up in the midst of some of these illegal practices. So it's really to the best of the intentions and benefits to make sure that doesn't happen at all. So I don't blame them for that to one point. But the thing is, the retailers in the market are, the 800-pound gorilla, even bigger than Wall Street and the so-called experts. Nevertheless, the due diligence on AMC, the research we've done, and so far since these 9 months, haven't changed at all. Because when you pay attention, and you pause for a second, if indeed what they're saying is true, as there were no gamma squeeze and there were no short squeeze, it means there is still something to happen. There is still that short squeeze and there is still that gamma squeeze to happen, because if the stock went from the $2 all the way up to $72 back in June, and it's stabilizing right now around the 40s, and the shorts have not covered, because keep that in mind, shorts are still very well active into the play. Same thing for GameStop, and same thing for a bunch of other stocks highly shorted out there by the same short sellers, by the same hedge funds, the same guys. So if that is actually true, then it means this entire situation, the entire bottom line is still intact. Hence, this should not actually shake us off from, our conviction into this play. And that's why I think we should still get really bullish into not only the near-term fundamental piece of where AMC price or AMC the company is going, but more importantly, where the short squeeze is actually leading this to really do what it's supposed to do. Remember, I'm going to leave this for the end of this video. Remember that back in, I think it's June or July, an analyst made an FCF method pricing on AMC share price, and even without the whole short squeeze in play, he found out that AMC is still valued at $80 a share. So, I mean, just that should tell us a lot about where this is going. So let's just shake this off and move on.